Did you know that social media use has a staggeringly high correlation with unhappiness? You probably did. We all kind of know it, yet we just keep scrolling. With roughly 70% of the global population on these platforms, we're running a massive uncontrolled experiment on our own psychology, and honestly, the results aren't looking great. But I'm not writing this to give you the standard put down your phone and touch grass lecture. I'm writing this because I've started noticing specific patterns in how these apps keep us miserable, and I think we need to talk about the mechanics of the trap. It's not just that social media is bad, it's that it's designed to exploit very specific glitches in the human brain. Now, we often talk about addiction loosely, but the reality is more precise and more mechanical. I want to break down the specific engines of this machine, the manufactured rage, the validation loops that follow, and the infinite architecture that removes our ability to stop. So, the first trend you've definitely seen is rage bait. It's that clip of somebody delivering an outrageous, inflammatory take. Maybe it's someone saying water isn't wet, or a genuinely offensive political opinion that makes your blood boil. Your immediate reaction is visceral. You get angry, sad, or just disappointed in humanity. And what do you do next? You open the comments. You have to see if other people are as mad as you are. This isn't just a bad habit, it's a biological hijack. Our brains are hardwired for threat detection. In the evolutionary wild, ignoring a threat like a predator or a rival tribe member could be fatal. So we evolved to prioritize negative information over positive information. This is called negative bias. We pay more attention to one person yelling than to 100 people smiling. Now, social media algorithms have figured this out. Internal studies and leaked documents from major tech companies have consistently shown that controversial content, stuff that triggers high arousal emotions like anger, gets significantly more engagement than stuff that makes us happy or calm. Anger motivates action, for example, commenting and sharing, and contentment motivates passivity, for example, scrolling past. So, when you see that 15-second clip of someone saying something awful, your cortisol spikes, you feel the need to fix the error or confirm that the tribe agrees with you. But here's the catch. Opening the comments to find sanity, by doing this, you're telling the algorithm that this content keeps you on the app and that you want it to show you more of it. You get caught up in your feelings, forgetting that this video, even with 100,000 likes, represents a microscopic fraction of the human population. It's easy to forget that 100,000 people is a rounding error compared to the billions of us who don't think that way. But in that moment, the algorithm makes it feel like the whole world is against you. It creates a false consensus effect, distorting your perception of reality to make fringe craziness seem like the dominant cultural force. Then comes the second phase, which is arguably worse and sneakier, the validation trap. This usually happens right after the rage bait. You scroll down and see a stitch or a duet, a video where a sane person, normal person, is reacting to that first outrageous clip, dismantling the bad take with the exact same points you would have made. You feel a wave of relief. Finally, you think someone with a brain. You check the comments on this video and they're full of people agreeing with you. You like the comments, maybe you even leave one yourself. You feel validated and you feel seen. But here's the fun part, you've just been played again. The app created a problem and then sold you the solution. It manipulated your cortisol levels to stress you out, then gave you a hit of dopamine to calm you down, keeping you on the app the entire time. It's a brilliant, terrible cycle of intermittent reinforcement. You wouldn't have needed that validation if you hadn't been exposed to the manufactured outrage in the first place. It's like a doctor breaking your leg just to sell you a really nice crutch. This is fundamentally about tribalism. When you see the stitch, you aren't just agreeing with an idea. You are signaling your membership in the same group. You feel a rush of connection with the stranger on the screen because you share a common enemy. But this connection is hollow. It's based on mutual mockery, not mutual understanding. Now, we also need to address something even more unsettling, which is the possibility that we are getting angry at ghosts. This touches on what is known as the dead internet theory, the idea that a significant percentage of internet traffic, engagement, and content is bot generated. While the internet isn't literally dead, the metrics certainly are zombie-like. When you see a controversial post with 50,000 likes, You assume 50,000 humans agree with it. But in 2024 and 2025, bot activity on major platforms has skyrocketed. Automated scripts like posts to farm karma, build account legitimacy, or artificially inflate engagement for profit. So, when you lose sleep over a comment section that seems full of hateful people, you might actually be losing sleep over a server farm in a basement somewhere running a script. You are expending real, human emotional energy on non-human triggers. This depersonalization is dangerous because it trains us to view actual humans as bots or NPCs. We stop engaging with empathy because we assume everything is a performance or psyop. Now, this brings us to the mechanism that keeps the whole machine running, the stopping rule problem, or what we usually call doom scrolling. We often tell ourselves that, oh, I'll just see and scroll until I see something funny or uplifting, then I'll stop. I do this all the time. I see something depressing and I think, I can't close the app feeling like this. I need a palate cleanser. I need to end on a win. But the algorithm knows this. It operates on a variable ratio schedule of reinforcement. The exact same psychological mechanic used in slot machines. In a slot machine, you pull a lever because you might win. If you won every time, it would be boring. If you never won, you'd quit. But because you win sometimes, and you never know when, you keep pulling. Now, social media feeds are ludic loops, repetitive cycles of uncertainty. Most videos are meh, some are rage bait, a few are amazing. Because you don't know when the amazing one is coming, you keep scrolling. And when you finally find it, you don't stop. The dopamine hit makes you think, maybe the next one will be even better. You are chasing a dragon that the app is designed to never let you catch. Crucially, these apps lack stopping cues. A book has chapters, a movie has credits, a TV show has an end time. The feed has no bottom. It is an infinite bowl, a term coined by behavioral ethicist Tristan Harris. When there is no natural stopping point, the brain doesn't get the signal to switch tasks. You have to actually choose and actively choose to stop, which requires willpower, a resource that is already depleted by the emotional roller coaster of rage bait you just watched. Now, I feel like I should get this out of the way so that I am not just screaming technology bad into the void. Social media isn't inherently evil. It has democratized information, allowed marginalized communities to find each other, and given us access to a level of global connection that was impossible 20 years ago. There is genuine good here. However, the common counter argument, just have some self-control, is wildly unfair. It frames the issue as a personal moral failing rather than an uneven battle. Imagine you are playing chess against a supercomputer that has analyzed every move you've ever made, knows exactly what makes you angry, what makes you laugh, and what keeps you staring. That is the algorithm. It is a statistical engine optimized to extract minutes from your life. Blaming yourself for doom scrolling is like blaming yourself for getting wet when you stand in a rainstorm without an umbrella. The environment is designed to soak you. We are also dealing with mimetic desire, a concept from philosopher Rene Girard. We desire things because other people desire them. Social media accelerates this to a dizzying speed. We want the lives we see on screen, or we want the moral high ground we see in the comments. We are constantly calibrating our own worth against a metric that is both artificial and highly curated. So, what should we do? Well, the solution isn't necessarily to delete everything and live in a cabin, though that does sound nice sometimes. The solution is to reclaim our agency. The advice I'm trying to follow myself is extremely simple. Scroll away. If a video starts to spike your blood pressure, don't check the comments. Don't look for the stitch, just swipe. It's essentially a manual override of your own curiosity. It's an act of small rebellion. You are saying, I see what you are doing, and I'm not participating. This isn't to say that you should only watch content that agrees with you. Echo chambers are dangerous too, but there is a difference between challenging your worldview and being emotionally harvested for ad revenue. You need to distinguish between constructive discomfort, which is learning something new, and manufactured outrage, which is being baited. We have to get better at recognizing when we've had too much. The internet is infinite. You will never finish it. You will never find that perfect video that grants you permission to close the app. You just have to decide that you're done. It's messy and I fail at it constantly, but realizing that the game is rigged is the first step to stop playing. Ultimately, your attention is the most valuable currency you have. It's the only thing you can't earn more of. Don't spend it on an algorithm that thinks your anger is profitable. Save it for something or someone real. If you like this video, and only if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really good day.